Testing, testing. Check, 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 check. Hello, everybody. Hello, Rita. Hello, TL Travel. Yeah, we'll get started in like 2 or 3 minutes. Just going to populate the chat, get cozy. Leave a voicemail. Voicemails are a little light today, so I'll get to everybody's voicemail. 401-213-9828. Hello, hello, everybody. Starting very shortly, just hit the like button, and thank you so much for all the nice comments in the chat. We'll get started very shortly, a little early today. Hello, Kyla. How are you? Now's a chance if anyone wants to leave a voicemail. Go for it right now. 401-213-9828.
Just the other day, saw you looking my way. I start to contemplate moments that went to waste. Why you do that? You drop me like who that? And put me through that. But baby, it's useless. I'm living my life. Don't need you in mind. Me feeling just fine. One of a kind. Who better than I? Oh. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. I don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my. Got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. At the crack of dawn in the dark of night, what I got to do? I'ma make it loud. How I made you scream like a cockatoo. Turn the party way, about to show the rest what the boy can do. What you expect, how I forget.
All right, let's get this party started. Everyone make sure to hit the like button and keep it positive in that chat. I need a good song to like get it rolling to though. I feel like I need to find something better than this. That'll do, right? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get that countdown going. Monday's live stream, a little early today. Better late than never. How's everybody doing? What's going on? Hello, everybody. Happy post-Easter. Everyone have enough chocolate? Steal it from your kids. I didn't get any chocolate on this Easter. This is the problem when you don't have kids, is you don't have any excuse to buy the hollow bunny rabbit. They always, every year that bunny rabbit gets more and more hollow. Like as a kid, it used to have like a thick wall. And now every year they're price gouging. What's it called when they, instead of dropping the price, they just give you less product? Now we're left with like cereal that's just like, you know, a few different pieces of Frosted Flakes and a bunch of air. Hey folks, hello chat room, how are you? So here's the deal with me, right? Off season, we've been doing a 4 p.m. live stream on Mondays, 4 p.m. on Thursdays as always. I'm trying to buy outdoor furniture for my new place, and the place we're trying to go see, we were about to go splurge on this couch. It's more than I want to spend. Frankly, it's more than I can afford. Tasha loves it. The more you look at these other couches that are like bad quality, 1-star rating, you're like, you know, that, you know, it's like you get the IKEA one or something that's going to last. Who knows? But anyway, we're about to pull the trigger on this couch. And then our buddy's like, you know, there's an outlet about an hour east if you want to go to it. So I'm like, I guess we got to go to the outlet. And it was my buddy Josh. I could tell he was like, sorry, man. I know I just made it so that your girl's going to want to go to that outlet. So we're going to a furniture outlet today. And I got to get there. I got to leave right from here at 4:30 and drive straight an hour east, maybe an hour and a half, depending on traffic, and get there with enough time to view the sectionals before it closes. Life catches up to you fast, folks. Hello, everybody in the comment section. Ashley Barker's got to go pick her puppy up from daycare. Oh, this is exciting. Do you have a new, is it a new puppy or the standard puppy? So you got the Pfizer vaccine? I think that's what I got. Is that what I got? I don't even know. I'm starting to grow a third limb. This vaccine. I'll tell you what, I ate a few pizzas, you know, just to make sure the vaccine went down right. Any chance I can get to have a frozen pizza, I was like, all right. Got to get the vaccine. I don't want to get too sick. I might as well eat until I hate myself. And so that's exactly what I did. Let's start off with your voicemail, Oz. We'll play some voicemails. Let's get right into it. I'm going to be doing, so let me, I don't even have the voicemail number up here. If anyone wants to call the voicemail, here's the number right here. Call it up. Leave me a nice message. Today we're going to be a little lighter because we're going a little earlier today. It's off season for Bachelor. There isn't any crazy news. There's a couple stories floating around. I'm not kidding when I say this. There is a rumor that Becca Kufrin is dating every single guy on The Bachelor. It's almost like a running joke at this point. But I've been sharing those stories with you guys. Hello, Linda Burnett. Good to see you. Diane White. All the loyals are in the chat. Pfizer crew. That's right. If we're going to go down, we're all going to go down together. So I got to find some better music. Maybe I'll try to get the music set up while I play a voicemail here. Because for some reason, it keeps repeating. Why is the same song repeat over and over? This can't be right. Hold on, folks. Reset the filter. I don't know what the deal is here. Alrighty, let's get to some voicemails. If anyone wants to leave a voicemail, go ahead and call in. I want to make sure I'm just connected here. It always says connected. It's not like I'm an idiot, but just because your Bluetooth says it's connected, don't see it wasn't connected. There it is, folks. All right. Everyone have a good Easter? Everyone hanging in there? All right, let's play Oz's voicemail. Let's start it off with the sheriff. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Hold on. Wrong soundboard. Oh, boy. It's a Monday, folks. All right, here's Sheriff getting us started. Oh, of course it's not on. It said it was on. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Dead air. We hate dead air. Fire the producers. All right, here we go. Let's see if this does it. Okay, we got a problem, guys. Hold on. Let me just talk my way through this. We got a problem here. You think you got everything set up. It says road... Oh, you know what? No, that was a user error. That was a user error on my end. I didn't have the volume turned on. All right, here we go. Oz's voicemail.
The sheriff here, so I just want to say that I hope Brittany Galvin gets the best redemption story ever. And as far as Blake Moynes, sorry about the cough. As far as Blake Moynes joining Katie Thurston's season, I think the Canadian Cowboys going to do very well, and he might make hometowns. At least I hope so. And maybe we'll see him on the beach in paradise as well. Okay, bye everyone.
Take care, man.
And we'll see you on Monday at 4. Okay, bye.
We're here. We're kicking it. Thank you so much, Oz. Yeah, Brittany Galvin. So here we got Brittany Galvin pulled up here. I mean, nothing but love from everybody with regards to Brittany Galvin. And this is kind of what you get with Bachelor, right? You get the show. They tell whatever storyline they want to tell on the show, and then it's up to us afterwards to decide if somebody's a good person or not. More often than not, people are good people, and how they were perceived on the show is bad. Now, we never even got to see. Brittany Galvin is the perfect. I mean, it's too big here. Brittany Galvin is the perfect example of a contestant that you just forget about, and then we don't have any redemption arc. You know what I mean? Like, if she doesn't make Bachelor in Paradise, hopefully she does. But if that was her only stint on Bachelor, you know, with all the other big storylines, she's gone. But when you Google her, boom, all those haymakers still show up. So, you know, that's something they're gonna have to reckon with. So people have said that if they can get Brittany Galvin onto Bachelor in Paradise, at least it'll like let people get to know her in a way that's gonna be more than these kind of stupid rumors. You know, we're out there. So Oz, you got your vaccine at a casino. That sounds like a real fun afternoon. Did you get to, like, you know, roll any dice after, or how does that work? Is the whole casino just set up for the pandemic, or is it like get a vaccine? Because I feel like they're gonna have to start encouraging people to get vaccines, just like it's you know, like a minor league baseball game where it's like free bobblehead doll night. It's like, all right, free bobblehead vaccine. You get like some commemorative vaccine, I don't know, bobblehead or something. Oh, right. Well, I'll tell you what, because sometimes here's what I do. Sometimes I'll hold on to voicemails, and then I'll get a bunch that come in, and then I'm not ready for them. So do me a favor, guys, and leave your voicemails now if you haven't already. If we don't have to do conspiracies, I don't really know. We'll just shoot the crap and talk about whatever today. But if there's any, you know, I thought about conspiracies because there's so many amazing things going on with regards to, in the off season, people will have more free time to look at clues to see who's dating who's, you know, doing what. Apparently, Kelsey, let me see. Someone sent me this. Let me see if I can find it. Someone sent me a Instagram DM of Kelly Flanagan on TikTok today. All but confirming, let's see if I can find this. All but confirming her that she's with Bennett, or at least enjoying the idea about Bennett. Boy, this TikTok is a dumpster fire, though. It's really hard to find. Maybe I should have done this beforehand. Foxwoods is doing vaccines, Rachel? That's fun. I guess the thing with casinos is that they have a ton of... Casinos have a ton of extra space. You know, like I got my vaccine at Dodger Stadium, but everyone that's doing a vaccine is just like, how much extra space can they find, you know? It's really what it comes down to. All right, so I'm trying to find here a TikTok video. Hold on, I'm going to find this. Boy, you know, it's a blessing and a curse at how much content you guys send me. You guys send me so much content. All right, I found it. There, let me open this thing here. I don't know if I can play the audio of this just because of, you know, hold on one second here. Let's go over here. TikTok is such a dumpster fire. There's just so much. Like the app is fine, but the website, the web browser is just ridiculous. So I got to turn off my music here to play this.
To the guy you're sipping for.
Oh, let's go back to the beginning here. All right.
Sing what a
So Bennett's bigger, taller, older, and stronger, and he's not Peter Weber, so it looks like she might have a catch there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I was talking about this earlier today. So what do you guys think about Bennett and Kelly Flanagan? Is this something that we see as an option? Oh, sorry, I just deleted my music. I'm having a little bit of a rough one today, folks. Not mentally, like mentally I feel good, but my fingers are going in the wrong directions here. I'm trying to remember how to do a live stream. It's been a few minutes, folks. Oz says, what is this? Am I old? Kit and Bennett. Yeah, there was a photo of Kit and Bennett. Let's go to that. That's a good call. Let's go to Kit and Bennett and see. This is the type of conspiracy I'm thinking about. Is like who's with who, and you know, there's a lot of ramblings happening in New York City. So let's see if I can find I think Bachelor Nation, Bachelor Nation Scoop, I think, posted it. Let's find out who posted these videos here. Let's go to the full video. All right, so we're scooping it in. By the way, thanks to all the new, getting so much love by people on Instagram. Thanks for all the new followers and whatnot. So let's see if they've got it or who does. All right, so this is the spoiler, which, by the way, this isn't like a huge season spoiler. This is something we've already talked about, that Bao is not on the, did not make it far on Bachelorette for Katie Thurston season. I don't even think he made it at all as a contestant. A lot of theories are that Bao, it will be held, will be held for Katie Thurston's season. There's Bao right there. So he's clearly not in New Mexico. And if he is, he's for sure not social distancing. Megan says Kelly is out of Bennett's league. Well, Bennett's, I mean, I appreciate your opinion here. You don't want to see that couple. Bennett gives me weird vibes, but I think Kelly is flattered but will tire of him. They both seem a little bit elitist to me. Yeah, they both do have some elitist energy going on. Let's see what we have here. All right, congrats, Coach Crystal. Dylan is at a club. I'm at that place now where, like, I wouldn't go to this club because I'm not fully vaccinated, and even if you are vaccinated, you can still carry the disease to somebody else, and I just don't want to do that right now. But I mean, like, a lot of people are judging Bachelor contestants if they're like, I don't know, at a nightclub or whatever. And it's like, look, if you're in a state, and this is what happens, you live in the U.S., we have different rules in every state. But if you're in a state and it's legal to go to a club, well, I can't judge you. You're doing something legal. It's like if you voted for someone, like a different candidate. Like, what are you gonna do? You're doing something, doing something illegal. What are your vibes on this, guys, when you see like Bachelor contestants that are out at clubs or whatever? I mean, don't get me wrong. It annoys me because, like, I want to travel. My fiance is not allowed to travel because for her work they'll have to, make sure she doesn't leave the country, or she has to stay close for work. Rachel says there's things you like about Bennett, but he's not as mature as you think he should be. So this here are some images. So we've got Peter Weber at A Fiore. Who cares about that? Now this is interesting. And again, I'm sorry, I can't make this any bigger. This is as large as I can make it. That looks like Bennett right there in the red, right? And then this is, they say, spotted at Bar Pitti, April 2nd. Kit Keenan of The Bachelor. And someone said, just saw Kit and Bennett at Extra Virgin in West Hollywood. Looked like a date. So the question is, hello, Samuel Roland. How are you? Good to see you. The question is, I know Bennett has been like I think he was kind of he was throwing game at a lot of people. I guess he's just seeing what'll stick. Jess says legal doesn't mean not stupid. No, absolutely. I'm with you on that. Large groups weird me out. Isn't it so strange? It's weird to even watch movies where people are talking close to each other. I'm watching like an old season of Survivor, and Jeff Probst is like talking right next to someone, and you're like, oh, it's just like, it's so weird how quickly our dynamic shifted to what became a cultural norm, which is to just stay away from people. Brianna, how are you, Brianna? Good to see you. Yeah, I think we need to start shifting our judgments on people traveling, going to crowded places now that we're opening up and getting fully vaccinated. Yeah, that's going to be the thing, that's going to be the thing is like trying our best to like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Because personally, like I have friends that have done stand-up the whole pandemic. There was a ton of underground shows. There was a ton of people that just didn't care. And like for me, I'm like, I do care. Like Tasha's got Lyme disease. If I came home with, and you can still try your best to be socially distant and all that and still get it. The thing that annoys me most is when people like, I've got a lot of family that say this to me. They're like, Dave, don't live in fear. It's like I'm not afraid at all. I just like my employment and Tasha's employment is tied to showing up to work. Like I can cough into a mic and talk to you guys all day long, but Tasha's got to show up to work and work with other people. So, when so much of our culture has become freelance lifestyle, and when you work freelance, you don't have a boss and you can't take sick days. If you can't work that day, you can't work that day. Good to see you, Brianna. You've been so sweet and kind with everything. I appreciate you over there. Tell me what's good with your life. Lauren says, I don't care what any of them do. Just because Bachelor Nation people go to a club doesn't mean people have to blindly follow their example. All I control, and any of us can control, is what we do. Hey, great moral. Great moral. All we can do is control not only what we do, but how we react to others. Because if you've ever been in bad traffic, you can't control what other people do. You can only control how you react to things. And that's the next level of enlightenment, I believe. Let's take a voicemail.
Okay, I just heard you kind of ask the question about if Kelly and Bennett should be a thing and how we feel about that. Sorry, I'm a little hoarse right now.
I can tell.
To be honest, every encounter that Bennett had with somebody in my eyes just seemed kind of comical and platonic. And I feel like in order for us to really stand Bennett in any relationship, we need to see his heart and his emotion, and him not handing out an intelligence book and stop wearing those white scarves. Okay, sorry if you really couldn't hear me. My voice is very hoarse right now, but that's all I have to say.
Thank you so much. Bye. I appreciate your voicemail. I couldn't hear you at all. I did hear what you were saying. I'll repeat it to the audience to see if they can hear. But ASMR class going on over here. So you think Bennett has been too much... You think Bennett has been too... goofy, and you want to see the real Bennett. Well, what was interesting with Bennett is we did get that with Tayshia, right? When she sent him home, he like came back to her. So there must have been, I know what you mean. It's when you see someone who's like very charactery, it's hard to even know when to take them seriously. And Bennett's a character. He looks like he looks like Batman. He's out there with Bruce Wayne energy. Megan says, I wonder how many of the Bachelor alums who've been publicly hanging out on their Insta stories will act like they've never met Paradise. Yeah, that's the old issue, right? I mean, but is Paradise is one of those things that's ever evolving. So this will be the first Paradise since the pandemic started. And I think they, rather than just like pretend like they're just on a beach, I think they should share it. I would like to hear them share their stories about how their whole year has been. I think it would be cathartic to have that happen, rather than be like, we're on a beach, we're all vaccinated, woo. Like, don't get me wrong, do that. But like, I want to hear how this life has been different for everybody, Not in a way that's necessarily like a Debbie Downer, but like, things have been different. Someone says we need subtitles for some of these voicemails. Listen, guys. Yeah, I mean, I've got the gear. I can shift it. I go as loud as I can. Everyone's different. All I can tell you is talking to your phone at a conversational volume and do it at the best sound acoustics as you can. But I do appreciate all the calls, but I do worry as like someone's leaving a voicemail. If I can't hear you, at some point I kind of have to like dip out of the call. Let's go to Joy in New York. Let's see what she has to say.
Hello, Dave. It is Joy calling from New York, and I just wanted to put in my input on the table regarding...
Joy, this is a different call from you from the other day. All right, same person, different call, better volume.
Becca Blake fiasco type thing. I don't know if you could really call it a fiasco, but I had always been a fan of Blake and Becca from the moments they had on TV. I personally love them, and I would love for them to rekindle romantically. However, if that even has a chance of happening, I doubt it would be on TV or on Paradise, for example. Reason one being, I don't think Becca would do Paradise, considering she already was the lead. Not like that's an impossible thing to happen.
Oh, lost you. Damn it. Sorry, Joy. I lost you. Play it again.
Higher tier, like you said, to just step down. As for Blake, I don't think he would go back to Paradise. You know, they painted him in such a poor light, despite all the truth that he came forth with. I just don't think that Blake would want to put himself in that emotional distress again. Not necessarily in the love area, but more of just all the scandals that come with it. But hopefully, even if it isn't on TV, they do get back together, because I really do love them together. That's all I have to say. Have a great day. Bye.
Joy, I need you to call back. I want to know more about Joy from New York. What's your deal? I know you've called in a bunch in the past, so like, what are you doing in New York? How is it? You're like, we need a New York representative because we got a lot of Bachelor contestants in New York. So if we see Kit and Bennett down by like, you know, some cafe, Joy, I'm gonna need you to drop what you're doing and take a taxi down to that cafe and just go live stream for us, okay? I need your help, Joy. Thank you so much. So there's some rumors here that Noah and Kit are together. So let's see if we can figure that out. Let's do this. Noah and Kit, Bachelor. And let's see if there's any stories on this. Now, do you think they're actually canoodling, or is this just a thought that you had? So we have here that Kit and Bennett were spotted in the West Village. Let's see if there's any more info about it. This is Kelsey here. Let's see if we have... that's nothing big here. There's nothing, by the way, there's nothing worse, having been an Uber driver, there's nothing worse than having an obnoxious girl singing in the back of your Uber, yelling for you to turn it up. I have to tell you, that is the 11th level of hell in Dante's Inferno, is driving Uber with drunk chicks in the back heading to brunch. Moving on, folks. So I guess that's it. There's no other Bennett and Kit, so I thought we might have had a photo of them. So call in if you've got any love interests you'd like to see play out, or any notes you want to say, or just call in if you just want to say hi. I've got 0 voicemails lined up right now. You know, it's a slow time of year. I totally get it. I couldn't pay people to call in last year. I only started this sort of voicemail thing like 4 or 5 months ago. All right, here we go. Let's see what this number's got. Let's see if we can get some better audio here.
Brianna from Santa Cruz.
Brianna.
And I'm just curious about your thoughts about Blake M joining Katie Thurston's class, her season. I don't know why I said class. And whether or not you think they'd make a good connection, if you think that it would work out, if you stay in the relationship, as the kids say. And I'm also wondering who from Bachelor Nation you would choose to go on Michelle's season that we've already seen on camera. Love to hear your thoughts. Keep up the great work.
Thank you so much, Brianna. I really appreciate your call. All right, so we have a two-part question here. So, and again, if anyone in the comment section wants to answer these questions, by all means, throw in your answer. So the question is, who do we want that we already know if they're going to be a returner? Who would we want to go on to Michelle's season? Well, number one, I got to go with Riley. You know what I mean? I don't know if Riley's ever going to leave. I think he lives in New York City as a lawyer. But Riley, I thought he had so much depth. I talk about him all the time. I'm Team Riley. So I would have to say my simple answer for who should go on Michelle's season is Riley. Now, I'd love to know in the comment section what you guys think. Oh, hello out there. I know we have some new people and they're wondering, Dave, why'd you start so early? Sorry, I had to start half an hour early today. Tasha and I have to go furniture shopping and the place is going to close, so it's an hour away. We got to go. Sarai said you left a voicemail about an hour or so ago. Let me make sure I didn't miss that. Oh, let's see. Is this it? 139? Let's see. I'll play your voicemail in a second. I think I have it. Are you a 707 number? Bennett is old enough to be Kit's dad. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. So as far as Blake goes, I think, you know, it's hard to know who's gonna pair well. Like, we don't know much about Katie Thurston's dating life. We know she's funny and has a good sense of humor, but to go along with that, she seems to have a good emotional intelligence. You know, she's able to know when she's gone too far with the Sarah Trott situation. She came back and owned herself to that. She seemed really good in the way she operated herself in Women's Tell All. So as far as Katie goes, I could see her going after a guy like Blake, because Blake's very similar in the sense that he's a fun guy, fun-loving, you know, kind of broody, have a beer with the guys type of guy, but he also showed a good amount of charm, and I actually thought Blake what came off way more endearing than I thought he would be. You know, he didn't want to get dumped. He wanted to go on the dates and fight for the girl and this and that, and, you know, maybe it wasn't the right person for him. And I feel like sometimes the competition of the show fogs whether or not you're actually that attracted to someone. So I don't know, maybe he thought like he had the right ideas by going after, you know, Claire and then Tayshia, but then maybe it just wasn't really the one. Now, having a chance to see Katie beforehand, if he is entering her season, he's going because he saw her and still decided, I need to go back on the show and like my time's not done. Do I have a man crush on Riley? You bet your balls I got a man crush on Riley. Riley is he's a good looking guy. Hello, Helen. How are you? Good to see you. See you over there typing in from Toronto. Surya had to start early. I appreciate you. Sarai's the 707. All right, I got you, Sarai. So you're next. Sarai's next up. If anyone wants to leave a voicemail. Oh, we got a couple voicemails coming in. Here you come, folks. It was a little bit of an early start here, but you guys are showing up. Megan says, Riley definitely presented himself as one of my favorites on the season, but he seems to be more of a partier than Michelle is. Would their personal lives match up? I don't know. I mean, maybe he goes out and parties because he doesn't have a girl to go home to. You know, I don't know, you know? I have no idea. I don't know enough about Riley, but my snap judgment of this last season was like, I love Jason Foster. I love Riley. I love the guys who don't naturally know how to open up, but they did it anyway. I love seeing that emotional tug of war between growing up, and, you know, I'm not, look, people, I'm not asking for any credit here for my gender, but, you know, it ain't easy with, you know, let's put it this way, because I know I have a lot of women in the chat, and I would love to hear your opinions on this. So nothing's to take away from your experience. Being a woman, the fact, you know, done my podcast for 6 years, interviewing plenty of people about their love lives and all the issues people go with. Everyone's got issues. Women have to deal with being objectified before they even know like what that is. You know what I mean? Like men just like seeing you as some transactional thing and a reward and this and that. A lot of issues. Men have this weird burden to just be tough. And my generation's doing a lot better with it, but like I do a bunch of stand-up comedy about this, how like my stepdad, like when he hugs me, he pats me on the back, but he can't bend his fingers. Like he can't hold a guy because that's gay, right? Look, that's a generation. There's a whole generation of people that are like, they're just like so rigorous and unable to just like melt into who they are and be goofy and fun. And you see it when like you take like if you've ever taken like an entry level improv class, you'll see like people that are so unable to just, and I'm the same way. I had peanut butter. Do I have peanut butter tongue? I'm the same way, where the biggest challenge I've had my whole life is to free my inner child, to just become the thing inside me that wants to express himself and be just free and not have that feeling. Like you guys know that feeling, I'm sure. And then it's not a gender thing, right? Because the expectations women have to look beautiful. Like I see with Tasha, there's always an expectation to be beautiful, and she feels this struggle about Instagram filters and this and that. And it's different because I don't have that struggle, but I have that feeling of always having to be brave and macho and all these things, and call it what you want. But you see people like what's his name? Jason Foster. I forgot his first name. You see someone with Jason Foster who played professional football and like just tough it out. And then you see him through all of his toughness, through this exoskeleton of brawn, you see him sort of break down as he tries to share emotions about who he is. Like, men, we are so lacking in the therapy that we need, from society. I mean, every commercial is just a dumb guy being told, we're like, it's very, like, it's complicated, but we got a lot of work to do. So my long ranted point there is that when I see someone like Riley, who's trying to share his emotions, who's trying to like figure out what he wants out of life, I like want to hug that man, because just trying to figure it out is such a positive step in the right direction from so many people that live such an unevolved life of being like, nah, bro, this is how it is, man. And it's like, talk how you want, but it's like, be free and willing to just express who you are on the inside, because it's really hard to find that authenticity. I don't even know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, let's go to Sarai. Is this Sarai? I think this is Sarai.
Hey Dave, it's Sarai from Napa again. I've been rewatching Bachelor in Paradise season 6 just for the hell of it, and it's funny rewatching it all over again. And every single time Kaylin talks, I want to fast forward her. I know that sounds really mean, but every time she opens her mouth and starts to cry, I fast forward. Is that wrong? I hope not. All right, have a wonderful day. Keep up the awesome work. I can talk, I promise. All right, bye.
I can talk, I promise. I feel the same way today. I'm like, I promise I can speak real words. And then in the comment section, you just said, I always had to be so strong and tough due to bullying from elementary school. Listen, yeah, it's like we develop a lot of our character from our survival instincts. And then it's like, now that we've got the character we use to survive, how do we go back to the authentic spirit and soul within us to like really, you see people like Caitlin Bristow, who like, she just oozes authenticity. She's not afraid to be like, so I sent Jason a nude photo and then today we're going to prank him. It's like, wow, that's crazy. That's fun. That's refreshing. Katie's the same way. She shared a story about how she crapped her pants in a bank. You know what I mean? So like when you like freeing yourself from the burden of expectation, feeling goofy. I mean, I have failed in so many different ways with like stand-up comedy and different different risks that I've taken. Like, all right, let's try this. Boom, failure. The more you do it, the more you're like, nobody cares. Nobody cares if I'm going to fail at this. Nobody cares if I'm going to look stupid. I look forward to like truly being free, and it's still a work in progress. Rosemary says, we're here for you, Dave. Dave's Divas Unite. Hey, Petra, how are you? I don't know how Becca is with moving to Chicago. Oh, who's in Chicago? I might have missed the start of that convo. Joanna says, wait, are we talking about Ben Higgins or Ben Smith? I guess it doesn't matter. Either way, they're both a little milk toast for my taste. Brianna, what's your taste? What's your style? What are you looking after? Brianna says you think both Riley and Blake are more dynamic and bigger catches than Ben. Yeah, there's a lot of people in that community. Oh, Joe in Chicago, sorry. I went on a rant. That's what I do. I go on a rant and then I come back to the party. All right, let's go to Kansas City. That doesn't seem like an actual voicemail. It was cut off short. All right, my voicemails are open. Leave a voicemail if you want. Wide open voicemails. Give it a call, 401-213-9828. You can just call and say hi and tell me how your day's going. Christina says, I'm not normally able to catch the lives. Now I see how Dave misses the side chat in the comments. Yeah, well, and this is a small one, but we've had some over 1,000 people in the comments section, and it's just like, So I'm trying here, but if you want to call in, Christina, go leave a voicemail. I don't bite, I promise you. Lauren says, LOL, me listening to Dave talk the last 5 minutes and having no idea what anyone in the chat is talking about. Yeah, it's a whole different thing. It's so hard for me to stay focused, but I'm trying my best. So yeah, so what I look forward to let me ask you guys this. What do you look for when you watch the show with regards to contestants? As far as like, do you gravitate towards the funnier ones? Do you watch, like, if you watch Katie Thurston's season, are you trying to see who she would fall in love with, or are you seeing who you would fall in love with? Because I generally look at like who I would like. If it's like Matt James' season, I'm like, Oh, I'm looking at Brittany Galvin going, oh, I think she would be a lot of fun to like hang out with and like have good, useful energy. And like Michelle's got a lot of fun energy. She's over there bouncing around, punching them. You know, they're like keeping the conversation going. You know, I'm always all about like, who can I have a conversation with? Rachel says the editing on the show could have painted Ben as one-dimensional. Absolutely. Either Ben. I don't know if you're talking about the recent Ben or Ben Higgins, but either one, absolutely. Get ready for non-stop workouts and posing on the beach. That's what they do. Sarai says, I wore my new hoodie at my work, a ranch, and all of the horses I work with loved it. Oh, that's great. Good to hear. I'm going to need a photo with you and the horses, please. Petra says, I love to watch genuine convos and see them click. Sparks in my eyes. Yeah, isn't it so great to see like a good convo? And, you know, the group dates, I just don't like them. Like, I get why they have group dates, but like, I love the conversation. I love when people find out, oh, we both like turtles. Ah! You know, it's like, oh, cool, they like turtles. You know, like, we kind of like, it's like we're watching a magic trick and we're kind of trying to see how it's all done. And we're like, oh, okay, that's how, oh, this person's, and you know, sometimes Bachelor, you know, sometimes a contestant will hit it off so well that Bachelor will almost not edit them that way, so it's not like so obvious, right? Like if like Caitlin Bristow fell in love with Sean Booth right away. We don't know if it was right away. They're gonna be like, okay, let's show her other dates. Let's not show like our hand too soon. So sometimes I always wonder, like, are they holding stuff from us? Did Matt James like fall for Rachel Kirkconnell right away? You know, obviously with Claire, they couldn't help but talk about it because she was up and gone from the show right away. So like, you know, in some cases, I feel like they can only edit things so far before they're like, all right, we need to address this. Claire's leaving with Dale. All right, Brianna, good point about him not being healed. Kaylee, Pontiff, good to see you. I want to see less people and more time allocated to each so we can really get to know them. Prob won't happen. Rachel said, yeah, he could be just not healed yet. I don't think I could tell from the show, but I tend to be drawn to the deeper, quieter ones anyway. Kyla says, my ranking is Bachelorette, then Bachelor in Paradise, and Bachelor last. I tend to love whatever show I'm watching at the time. I kind of just fall for it. The reason I haven't done Bachelor in Paradise recaps for the last several years is because if you guys are new to me, hello, I've done Bachelor recaps for like 6 years now, but I didn't do the last 2 seasons of Bachelor in Paradise, because I didn't have a big following. So like, it was like, you know, I was like doing it for like 500 views and I wasn't making any money. So it's like, no offense, but if you know, it can be very time consuming to have several other jobs and then whatever. Because this has done better, I've been able to push away those other side jobs and kind of do this more full time. So because of that, I do enjoy Bachelor in Paradise. My struggle with Bachelor in Paradise is, what's the storyline? With Bachelor and Bachelorette, I know every episode we're going to vote a few people off. We're going to whittle our way kind of down to that pyramid, get to that top, and then maybe or maybe not get engaged at the end. Bachelor in Paradise just sort of goes until it doesn't go. If anyone has any tips for me on things I should be looking for while I watch Bachelor in Paradise, please let me know. You know, it's been a few seasons since I've watched. So let me know. With regards to somebody's comment that they should have less people on the show, I do think it's a good idea to have a talent pool like they do, but get those initial, you know, like a lot can be learned in that first night, right? So get people out that don't keep anyone around for any token reason. If someone doesn't fit you and they have a weird laugh and you know for sure you're not going to like them, they got to go. Get them out. Keep as many potential people as you can. So if you start with 25 and you get that cut down to 10, it's like at least 10 people that have a fighting shot, versus some of the people that they keep around, they don't even get a one-on-one. They don't even get a kiss. It's like, they're just there to like, you know, hand Kleenexes to the girl who's actually getting the dates. So Samuel says, I like Bachelor in Paradise. It's fun to see people interact on an island. Well, technically, I don't think it's an island. Is it an island? Maybe it is. It's a beach. But either way, yeah, you know, it's a good point. It's a good point that the show, the thing I like about Bachelor in Paradise is that the show has more of a natural dynamic to how dating would work, in the sense that there's some competition happening. Now look, we're a type of people that needs competition. We don't like a free lunch. We like to hunt. We like to work for things. I think guys and girls. But the question people have been asking, and let me pull up a clip here, is why is Bachelorette more successful than Bachelor? Now, I want to give credit where it's due here. Somebody made this little chart for me, and I want to make sure I have the right person. Tara Ramsey. So thank you so much, Tara Ramsey. She said, I was watching your video on the age gap in Katie's men. You wanted to know the success rate of the Bachelorette. I gave it some thought, and I think that Ashley and JP count because they found love and got married and had kids. Yeah, I think for Bachelor Nation, success should be, did they stay together for 2 years? I think your normal relationship last 2 years, like that's like a good median, right? As far as like a serious relationship. So like you can't expect everyone who gets engaged or married to stay married. There's some divorces here, but yeah, Ashley and JP should count as an actual marriage. I mean, obviously it counts as a marriage, but it should count as an actual success story. Avery Morgan said, can someone respond to my comment just to make sure they appear to others? Thank you. Yes, Avery, how are you? Things you should look at is that the couples that Bachelor in Paradise don't show or don't give screen time are the ones that last. The couples that they don't, so you're saying like if they don't show them at the beginning, they might be doing well. Maybe it's because there isn't as much drama. Who knows? QQQ says, it's a trip to see you on my phone for chat and big on my TV same time. Well, here I am. Good to see you. Lisa Lundstrom checking in from Sweden. Good to see you there. TA, you want Riley to come on my show? Hey, send him a tweet. A lot of these people can't. They're under contracts. They can't talk to me. They can't. But somebody tweeted to Nick Viall today to get me on his show. And I'll tell you what, if you want me to now's a good time as far as Bachelor's concerned, since it's an off season. If anyone wants to make a media request, tweet to Chatty Broads or Nick Viall or wherever, say that they should have me on the show. They check their Twitter. If they get 3 or 4 tweets, they're going to be like, oh, who's this guy? But otherwise, if I ask, I'm just going to look like, it becomes transactional. You know what I mean? I'm not going to ask anyone to do their show. It sounds like an ego thing, and it's not an ego thing. It's just that, like, I get people that hit me up to do their stuff, and there's always, like, some sort of catch to it. So I think people are hesitant to, like, want to like listen to others, but if there's fans that are mutual that are like, oh, I like this guy, I like that guy, you should team up. That's, I think, worthy of a discussion. Shoot him a text. Someone else tweeted to him today. Avery says, yeah, for example, Dylan and Hannah only got screen time during the beginning when their relationship was iffy. After episode 5, they got no screen time and are in it for the long run. Oh, that's a good way to put it. Ashley doesn't care who the guy is. You're not skydiving for him. Good to know. So here are the Bachelorette 5 years. So Bachelorette has a 27% success rate. Ashley and JP were married and divorced, but they were together for 9 years. Desiree and Chris married in 2013 to present. Andy and Josh had a year. Caitlin and Sean, 3 years. So these are the less than 5 years, or half, so 50%. This is good info. I wish we need like a pie chart for this. JoJo and Jordan, they've been married, but they are less than 5 years in. Rachel and Brian are married, so they are 3 years in. Becca and Garrett, RIP, they made it 2 years. Hannah and Jed made it for like one drive-through at Del Taco. Claire and Tasha, Claire and Dale, July to present, engaged, girlfriend, boyfriend, who knows what the hell they are. Tasha and Zach. Yeah, the pandemic for Bachelorette was a pretty good success story when we look at, and then we have Katie and Michelle. So Allie and Roberto, I don't even know some of these people. Jillian made it a year. Deanna and Jesse made it, I guess not at all. Jen and Jerry, nothing. So they didn't have a good. But there you go, the Trista and Ryan, the first one. We should go back and watch that. That's what we should be doing. D Fish said, I would love to see you on Nick's show, but wouldn't it make more sense for you to ask him to come on your show? I don't know. Would it? I don't know. I don't like to, I'm kind of like, I've kind of figured out what works for me. I'm like an old dog. Like, I make these videos all day. I bark at you guys, but, I don't know. I don't know if I really want to, cause you know why? Because I don't like to do Skype and Zoom interviews and I'll tell you why. The conversation sucks. It's always like waiting for the other person. It's very like polite, but I'd rather make a friend and have a real conversation or just not do it at all. That's why I almost rarely ever do any, podcast where I do, Skype stuff, because it's so impersonal. And it's a very personal thing, having those conversations in person. That's why the year's been so tough with regards to interviews, because it's like, The whole medium is meant to be real personal. TA says the thing that sucked about Bachelor in Paradise season 6 is that there was so much behind the scenes that was focused on. Avery Joy said Dave needs to go on happy hour. It would be one hell of a time. Would love it. I just got to make sure I don't drink too much coffee, because it's one thing when I drink a lot of coffee and talk to myself on here. It's another thing when I'm trying to, be a normal functioning human. Rosemary is sad that Bao did not make it further. Well, he might make it farther on Michelle's season. You just don't know. Nick can invite you, but please don't invite him. Yeah, I don't think I want. It's nothing against him. What are we gonna do? Whatever. Sarah says you don't know about Allie. Oh my God, I'm such a nerd. I know about them all. I mean, I know about some of them, but it's just I really didn't start. I watched Ashley and JP season. That's probably the first full season I watched. Then I probably watched Caitlyn and Sean, and I've been pretty consistent ever since then. Desiree and Chris was a no. Emily season I watched. Where's the guy, the crazy pilot? What's his name? That they're not showing this. What's the crazy pilot's name who ended up with that blonde girl with a lazy eye? That was wacko. That was you were kind of thinking someone was going to get murdered. All right, let's play a few more voicemails here. We got a couple of voicemails lined up for you. Let's play those, and we'll keep the convo going. All right, here we go. It's Courtney in South Carolina. Let's talk to you.
Hey, Dave. It's Courtney in South Carolina. Indeed, be careful who you bang.
Gotta.
Bachelor in Paradise is going to be one interesting season. All right, everyone take care. Courtney out.
Courtney out. Now, Courtney, let me know, Courtney in South Carolina. Is this your voice? Oh, that's not it. Is this your voice?
Be careful who you bang.
That's you, right? Let's see.
Indeed, be careful who you bang. Be careful who you bang.
I think that's the same. I just want to make sure I'm crediting the right person here for that soundbite. But yeah, you got to be careful who you bang, especially in Paradise here. You know what I mean? It's one thing to go to Paradise. It's another thing to come back from Paradise with a couple crabs. You know what I mean? You don't want that. Or do you? I don't know. Maybe it's a lasting memory, a little memento.
Hi, Dave. It's Brianna again.
Hi, Brianna.
I got a good kick out of your comments about Maddie and her eyelashes and not being the biggest fan of her because, well, let's be honest, she irritates me too. So it had me thinking, who do you think would be the most annoying matchup in Bachelor Nation? Would it be Maddie and our boy Bennett? Would it be Queen Victoria and always be Cam? Let me know.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be Maddie. Maddie, because, you know what I would love? I would love a reality show where Maddie falls in love with an atheist. I think it would be so great to just, there's something, look, I don't know what it's almost like if I was like, if I worked for the IRS and I saw Maddie, I'd be like, I want to look into your expense report. Like there's something that's off about this and I don't know what it is. And I think she gets a pass because she's religious. Like, I think she gets a pass from the religious base, but I just don't know what it is. So will someone tell me what it is? Why don't I like her? You know what it might be? It might be the excessive spray tans. I'll tell you what, a lot of the reasons why I like her are reasons why I shouldn't. I'm sorry, a lot of the reasons why I'm annoyed by her are probably reasons why I shouldn't be. But, this is, again, what do they call this? Slacktivism? It's like, it's not a bad thing to do, but is it a good thing? Like, awareness is good. Awareness is good, okay? It's good. But I guess we can't judge why people are doing what they do. Tiffany says, Maddie is insanely popular, but I personally don't get the appeal. Why does Maddie make my blood boil? Right, guys? And look, we're not a hateful group. There's something that was very self-serving about her. I don't know. And sometimes if you got to be careful. I feel like when you're sharing your Christian message, I think you have to be extra careful not to be like condescending in any way. And I'm not even saying she was. I don't know what it is, guys. Annie says, what is Maddie's genuine and real controversy? She's TikTok-y. Yeah, I don't know. And I wouldn't want Maddie to, yeah, Brianna, right? Let's get her to fall in love with, who's an atheist on the show? I wouldn't want her, let me put it this way. I want everyone to appreciate who they are And I wouldn't want her to watch this live stream and think I'm piling up on her. Maybe she's a great person. Maybe I'm a little like skewed based on like where I saw her relationship and how the show was edited. Like, I'm the first one to tell you not to believe the hype from other people. So why should I have any opinion on her whatsoever? So with that said, I don't know. It's just a hunch. I've decided I don't like her, and I hope one day I meet her and I'm proven completely wrong, and she's actually a really sweet person. Maybe she is. I don't know, guys. You know what it probably is? It's probably my own sort of, like, she grew up rich, right? Isn't she very wealthy? Madison Pruitt. Let's do this. Madison Pruitt. Wealth. Let's see if we can figure this out here. Contestant on the 24th season of The Bachelor. She's got a net worth, of course. It's like, yeah, cool, whatever. But I want more than just net worth. What's her deal? Here we go. 10 things you didn't know about Madison Pruitt. Let's see if we got anything in here. Let's see if we can find any good info here. I want to like you, Madison. Let me find out that you're a Basset Hound rescue, whatever. Let me find something good. I'm here to rehab you, Madison. But I can't lie to you. I can't tell you I like you. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe she looks like an ex-girlfriend of mine, and that's why. You know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe they wear the same mascara. What did Sarah say? She's getting chance. Trying to find your comment here. Maddie herself isn't annoying, but her fame is. She's just so average. Sad to see so many others incredible ladies overlooked. So boring have the spotlight. Leon, yeah, now, and I feel bad because I'm kind of like the one who's creating. She signed up for The Bachelor, then she judged Peter and made him feel guilty for no reason at all. Oh, okay, so that's why I don't like her. So was Madison Pruitt hypocritical? Was Madison Pruitt, can't type at all, hypocritical? Am I even spelling that right? Wow. Hopefully, The Bachelor couldn't get away with giving Madison. Oh, Newsweek. That's not going to be good. It's never good when you get a Newsweek article. I got to get out of here in 10 minutes, guys. So let me make sure why The Bachelor couldn't get away with giving Madison Pruitt the villain edit. I don't even think they tried to give her the villain edit. Madison Pruitt and Luke Parker have been compared in the Bachelor world recently, all because of their similar faith-based views on sex. Unlike Parker, though, Pruitt has avoided falling into the television villain trap because of the way she stood up for her beliefs. Luke Parker, came to the defense of Pruitt on Instagram Wednesday when he claimed her fantasy suite week was looking like his own. Though he hasn't watched the season, Parker sent Pruitt a message of support. With that being said, I haven't been watching the season, but I got the lowdown, and I am proud of Madison Pruitt for staying firm in her convictions. Keep doing you, girl. The message comes after Pruitt told Bachelor's Peter Weber she's a virgin and she'd have a hard time committing to an engagement if he slept with either of the remaining two women just 1 week before a possible proposal. So I guess the problem, like, you can't get mad at Madison for getting let off the hook when Luke Parker didn't get let off the hook. I think Luke got a raw deal, and I'll say this, and this is coming from someone who's all about free love and do what you want with your bodies and go out there and be careful who you bang and go ahead and do it anyway, you know what I mean? I'm all about it. With that said, I want to know more about Luke P than the information they gave us. Like, I want to, if I could watch, let's say this. If I could watch the full interviews with Luke P and Hannah Brown, I'd gladly, even if it's like hours long, I'd like to make my judgment on whether he felt like he properly expressed his views leading into the fantasy suite, because they obviously played this thing with Hannah Brown where she was like, I'll bang who I want. Jesus is going to love me either way. So you be careful who you bang. And she kind of became this whole, like, everyone cheered her on as like a Christian who's okay with sex. And I'm with you. I'm with you. But when Luke looked so doe-like in his eyes, like a deer in headlights, it made you wonder, like, did he have his conversation with her? Because he claims he did, where she said she wasn't going to hook up with guys that she wasn't going to take all the way. So, again, I'm in a weird pickle here because I'm kind of like one of those, like, I want all the freedoms of doing whatever you want, but I also want to know what conversations went down, and feeling like Madison got, I mean, it's almost like in both Madison's scenario and in Hannah Brown's scenario, the lady came off looking like the right person and the guy came off looking bad. Like in Madison's scenario, it's like, go you stick to your convictions, blah, blah, blah. But when Luke Parker did that just a season earlier, everyone was like, you're slut shaming her. And I don't think Luke was doing that. And this is coming from a guy who has no issue with premarital sex and doing whatever you want with your body and figuring out who you are, trying to like get your footing and all that. None at all. Tiffany said, did Luke P and Maddie not know what fantasy suites were before the show? And well, here's the thing. You obviously know what fantasy suites are, but you can still set an ultimatum. Like if I decide, like if Tasha and I are engaged and it's like, look, we're not married. Technically, we have no contract. But if you started sleeping with other men, I think I'm going to need to not let that, like that's okay. What's okay for you isn't okay for me, right? So it's okay. I think we need to do a better job of appreciating when people go like, look, I like imagine if I'm in the final four, right? I'm in the final four and it's like, look, I'm falling in love, but I just don't think I can wrap my head around the girl I'm dating hooking up with these guys. I know I signed up for it, but it's like, all right, is it an ultimatum? I guess technically, but it's an ultimatum to yourself too, to be like, look, I just don't think, like with Caitlin Bristow, she might have a comfortable relationship with where she is because she had been the Bachelor contestant and then the Bachelorette lead. So like Sean Booth, apparently, I don't know all the details, he just couldn't get over the fact that she had that Nick Viall like relationship. He couldn't get past it. That's on him. But like if Luke P knew he couldn't get past her hooking up with these other guys, better off having the conversation beforehand, right? I don't know. I'd love to see religious people who are not Christian. Yeah, that would be fun. Rachel says, I feel like she should have just left the show when he did that. Not judging him for it because he can do what he wants, but just leave him and leave right then for the contrast of beliefs. Yeah, absolutely. Maddie never should have gone on the show, period. She did it for fame. That's what Tracy says with a peace sign. Yeah, who knows? I mean, who knows? Everyone goes on for different reasons. Luke Parker has similar situation with Madison. Yeah, and of course the main difference is the gender difference here. So, we do look at the relationships differently. We do look at the positions of power and privilege. We look at the relationships a little bit differently when it comes to, like, obviously, like let's be honest. Luke P is no less, as far as I could tell from my, my opinions, Luke P is no less of a person than Madison Pruitt is with regards to their relationship to their God and their Christian values. With that said, he owes Bachelor $120,000 because he had to defend himself, or felt like he did, because that was more important to him than keeping the contract because he felt like he was completely misrepresented. I wish in the discoveries of the, I've looked into this a lot with Luke P, right? He was sued for $100,000 by Bachelorette producers, plus $20,000 in court fees. It went to mediation with a retired Los Angeles Supreme Court judge. She ruled that he violated in a $25,000 fine for every violation, which was $100,000 plus court fees, $120,000. I just wish, in order for, like, the fact he was trying to defend himself, I wish they called into discovery all of the audio and video from him and Hannah Brown talking. Because if he really was mischaracterized, and if he really did have his character completely manipulated and made to be the guy who's been hated on, then he is going to lose out on revenue. He is going to lose out on speaking engagements, what he wants to do with his platform as a Christian man. Like, he could have done a lot of big things. I'm actually surprised more Christians aren't upset with the Luke P situation. It's one of those things that kind of just fell to the wayside, and it's like, look, yeah, maybe he did violate his contracts, but like, doesn't that take some balls to go there to want to share your side of the story when you feel like you've been mischaracterized, knowing you're about to get sued? And this is a guy who's not even I'm not a fan of him. That's why it makes me more irritated. It's not like he's Riley, who I love. It's like a guy that I was like, oh, this guy's obnoxious, just obnoxious. But like, imagine if we found out that he had all of his words completely twisted around and all that. So it says here, viewers were torn. Some saw a similarity between Parker's behavior and towards former Bachelorette Hannah Brown, which turned hostile and was slammed as slut-shaming. Others praised Pruitt for standing up for her beliefs. Weber didn't see the situation as an ultimatum. People try to say it's an ultimatum. It wasn't. She simply felt I needed to know what she was feeling, and I could see how uncomfortable it was for her to have that conversation with me. But at the end of the day, I'm a hypocrite if I tried to say that wasn't right for her to do that. an ultimatum doesn't mean it's not like my way or the highway. You can sugarcoat it all you want, but if you have certain views and someone's going to violate those, you're obviously going to start the relationship off on a bad foot. All right, let's get any last voicemails. Oh, I got two quick ones, and then I got to go. Last two. Here we go.
Dave, this is D Fish, Debbie. I'm giving you a call because the reason you don't like Madison is because not only was she judgmental about everything with Peter, she also held her virginity like a badge of honor, which I think most of us find annoying now in this day and age. I understand, that she is proud of that, and that's cool. But I think the issue is she kept shoving it in everybody's face. And when you start doing that and that becomes the center of who you are as a person, it becomes rather annoying because then there's really nothing else interesting about you. Anyway, forgot to tell you, this is from Colorado. Well, have a great day. Thanks. Bye.
Well, thank you so much. I love that you started your voicemail saying, this is why you don't like her. I appreciate it. That's so funny. Here's our last one here.
Okay, Dave, I had some tea. I fixed the voice. Hopefully you can hear me now. I also don't want to scream because it is like 8 o'clock where I am right now. But I just wanted to say, I don't think Maddie is an absolutely terrible person, and I hope that you don't believe that too. I will say that during Peter's season, it almost seemed like she had this head over him, and especially when she was kind of talking to him about like ultimatums and all that. It was just kind of like, I like you, but she just seemed like very florally kind of in her answers and kind of just soft talking him, but like still hitting him hard with these answers. And that was just very, very discouraging to watch. And in comparison to Luke, I think that she handled the situation much more respectfully. And there haven't been as many red flags throughout that season with Maddie as there has been with Luke. Also just wanted to say that while I am from New York, because of COVID, I haven't been in the city in over a year. I'm actually from the island, so I'm not in the city often other than for work, which I wish I knew before Tayshia's season, because apparently my job is only like 20 minutes from his, and I go there all the time because there is a restaurant that I love to go to. Other than that, I wish I could dish some more info on him. However, things are looking up, and if I see anything, I will make sure to let you know. Also, stupid me was a little sleep deprived leaving the last voicemail. My middle name is Joy. My first name is Avery. Stupid me. Don't know why I did that, but just figured I'd put it out there. Yeah, that's all I have to say about Maddie. Hopefully you could hear me now, and hopefully we don't see either Maddie or Luke P on Paradise. Bye.
Thank you so much for the call. Yeah, no, look, by all means, I don't hate anybody. I don't think anybody's, there's a few people I think that are just awful humans, but I don't think Maddie's awful at all. I just, it's like I just call, when I see something that looks like it's fraudulent, I go, that looks kind of fraudulent. She just seems kind of fraudulent to me. That's all. But absolutely, a lot of people have left comments too, and of course, we don't want to hate on anyone. Brianna says, yeah, aside from all the issues or gripes we've discussed about Maddie, she's also just terribly boring and uninteresting to me. Yeah, whatever. I agree. Yeah. Tracy says, I can't stand Sarah. Okay, look, I got to get out of here, guys. You guys have been fantastic, and I do. Where's Tasha? Oh, Tasha's coming in right now. I'm going to go. It looks like she's still on the phone. I guess I'll keep talking to you guys until... I'm going to talk to you guys until Tasha tells me it's time to walk out the door. So let me let her know. Is she on the phone still? I can't tell if she's on the phone. Tasha! Are you on the phone? Hold on. I'm going to text Tasha and say, I'm going till you pull me out. Tasha. Going till you pull me out. Tasha's outside. We got the new grass, guys. Listen, I want to thank you guys so much for watching the vlog. I'm actually surprised because you guys know when I did Vlogmas in December, I was only getting 200 to 300 views. The vlog's already got a couple thousand. So I'm going to put a lot of time and energy into making that vlog good. At least one weekly episode. Maybe if you guys start tuning in, I'll do 2 episodes because there is something so much more fulfilling about sharing my life with you that's not just me against the green screen. Like, I like this is fun and all, but like there is something more to what I do than just talk about Madison and Dale's toes. But I don't mind that. Go be a good fiance and be ready for. Jess says, go be a good fiance and be ready first. All right, I guess I'll do that. I texted her. She was on the other side of the window. Are you inside, Tasha? Are you ready to go? Tasha says she's ready. When Tasha says she's ready, that means we got to get going. But thank you guys so much. Do you want to just say hi to everyone? Oh, you look cute. Come say hi to everybody. Tasha likes to say hi when she looks cute. If Tasha looks cute, she's like, oh, you got no makeup here? Let's see if I can do,
Who's that?
I think that's just, oh, look, I don't have the screen set up. Oh, boy, they can see my setup. The Wizard of Oz. No. Oh, yeah, that's us. Why is it black, though? Oh, because I don't have a thing on the background. Full video. Here, let me just get rid of this display capture here. I'm trying to make it so that I can actually see me. So tell everyone where we're going today. Do a little promotion here.
I think we're going to a West Elm outlet. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're looking for furniture today, and we'll have to see if we find anything. But this is our last chance to look for furniture before we buy the stuff online, which to me is so overly priced. But we need a good outdoor setup here. So do you know how long it's going to be? I feel like we might hit traffic.
Yeah, probably.
It was an hour drive yesterday. What do you think of Hannah? You like her? This girl. Do you think she's actually laughing about something, or do you think she did it for the photo? Everyone knows I do the dolphin bit where when Tasha's taking a photo, she's like,
you look better when you're laughing and smiling. Right, I gotta go.
Are you ready? Are you ready to go? Is the dog's ready? Because the comment section says, "Be a good fiance and be ready." I'm telling you, if she says she's ready and she's not, you're all gonna hear it from me. I'm gonna get on my Instagram and we'll be Instagram tweeting it all. I said we're gonna be Instagram tweeting it all. Wow, your boy over here. Tracy says, how do we watch the vlog? I will show you right this second. I'm going to show you how to watch the vlog. People have said I can connect my, people have said that I can connect my, whatchamacallit, but I don't know if I can. So here's how you watch the vlog. Let me show you. You go here, you go to youtube.com, and it's actually good if you guys search it this way because it'll show up in the rank. So you go to YouTube and, hold on one second here. And then you search this, you go Dave Neal Vlogs, boom. And then there it is, 683 subs. If we could get this number up to 700 today, that would be awesome. 2,500 views. It doesn't sound like a lot, guys, but I'm telling you, L-Dogs with the graphic right here just nails it. So the more love we can get the vlog, the more I can share wedding planning. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a kid. Maybe we'll blog the freaking delivery. Who knows? Can we do that, Tasha? If we get to 1 million viewers, we're gonna live stream the birth. We'll let you guys name it. All right, folks. Everyone says end the chat. She's definitely not laughing. You're a photographer, so it's a fake photo. All right, fake photos. There it is, Dave Neal Vlogs. Leave a comment over there. I'll respond to all the comments. And the Thursday video is going to be us moving to the new location. Then we're going to have videos where we lay out the AstroTurf. We got the couch set up. I'm going to Scotch guard it. It's some real domesticated stuff. Shout out to everyone who sent us so much love. Teresa in Arizona, we love you so much. Thank you so much for the peanut butter. You guys are amazing. Everyone's amazing. We love it. Tasha and I had the tea, Jen Murphy, and we're still recovering from that, so thank you for that. Anyway, you guys have been great. I appreciate you, Brianna, everyone who's left voicemails. Let me just make sure there's no voicemails that I missed. This is your last chance. Don't call in now, it's too late. Nope, we got everybody. All the voicemails are called in. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Oh, I'm sorry. Oz's PayPal, he just posted the link, and there's a link in the description to donate to Oz, Mr. Sheriff Moderator Oz. Thank you for all the work. Darkness is novelty, but still. And thanks for hanging in during the off season. I know there's a lot less people here. Hopefully it's a little bit more personal. I know it gets a little crazy with the bigger streams, but I appreciate everyone who's stuck around. I better set the tone straight. No, it's in everything. I struggle to find it still. Wish time could rewind a little. Always hungry for younger me. Any version but current.